Hello everyone, we're going to talk about the centering device of coater and its function. Wafer must be center status at all positions of process unit. Any kind of process unit needs wafer center at central point. It promises the process have good uniformity or thickness. Or exposure alignment. Not only this, but also make sure the wafer transfer is okay. This is the example for wafer center not be the central of the process unit. For example, we talked about EBR last time, several times. For EBR shift, this wide, big, and then this wide, small, smaller, and then this wide, bigger. All not in spec. Is caused by wafer center is not at central of the process unit, and also cause the photoresist thickness and the uniformity bad out of spec. Thickness and uniformity out of spec, just caused by the wafer center is not at central position of the process unit. If another example, we use the hot plate to bake with the wafer. If it's not at the central position, the heating process be no uniform, maybe shift this way, and here of the wafer a little bit cool, here of the wafer a little bit hotter. So we must keep it in the central position. This is a transfer pitch. This is the robot hand. It carry the wafer to the gate. Because the wafer center is not at the central position of the robot. So the wafer at the robot shift its position. So as the robot delivering the wafer into the gate, it will be crash to hit the gate. Transfer crash due to no centering. So we must to confirm and check and adjust the wafer center at the centering central position of process unit. The centering basic structure as this. For example, This is the backing and spin chuck. The chuck, this is the backing line, backing cross and the backing hole, and the chuck can spin slowly. And chuck can up down. So here is the chuck up down cylinder. The chuck start baking to get wafer at up position, and the chuck no vacuum, and put and get down to put the wafer on the wafer pin. So there is a 6 wafer pin here, wafer pin. The wafer pin hold the wafer as chuck no vacuum and get down. This is the optic sensor to sensor the wafer edge. We use it when the wafer on the chuck and chuck move the wafer to let the wafer edge to view by the optic sensor. The optic sensor, and then chuck spins slowly, and the position and the direction of wafer edge can be optic sensor record. Then optic sensor can keep in his mind about the wafer shift condition. Now we see the procedure of centering. Step A, the chuck. This is a chuck. Vacuum and hold the wafer. This is a wafer. To spin slowly, and this is the optic sensor. Optic sensor execute to read the wafer shift condition. Then the centering device no light. This is the chuck, and this is the wafer. The wafer center is here. It's not at the center of the chuck. So the device can keep the shift position this way. It plus, it minus. The center, the wafer center, this way is plus, and this way is minus to the center of the chuck. After the device keep it, step B, the chuck stops spin, and the chuck go down. Stop vacuum and go down to put the wafer on the pin. The pin, wafer pin. When to stop spin and put the wafer the step A, the device knows which way shift. So this is the axis direction. And the chuck put the wafer shift way align the axis. So we put the wafer to the axis direction to align the shift way. This way shift plus, this way shift minus. Step C, starting to align. We put it and the chuck move from here to the center of the wafer. The chuck from here to move the center of the wafer. Chuck can move. Chuck move the center of wafer, and you can see that original chuck position is here. This is the wafer center. Now the chuck move along the axis. It let chuck central position to align the wafer center point. So this axis direction, the shift become 0 and 0. No plus and no minus. So it's done. But down this position, properly it complete 90% shift adjustment. So maybe properly this way, this axis has a little bit shift still. So about 10% adjustment. We continue to do step A and B and C. Until the center of the wafer can align at central of the chuck. After may repeat about 3 or 4 times. Step ABC. After that, it can complete this work and let wafer to go anywhere to the process units of the equipment. Okay, let's see you next time.